What's your best that wasn't in the briefing story? Our mission was simple. Escort supply convoy from Kandahar to forward operating base Wilson. 12 miles of mostly secure road, standard 3-hour operation. Briefing covered the usual threats, possible IEDs at 2 choke points, sniper activity near the bridge, radio frequencies, medical evacuation procedures, rules of engagement, everything by the book. What they didn't mention was the wedding. We're rolling through this tiny village when suddenly the road fills with people. Hundreds of them, music blasting, kids throwing flower petals, women in bright dresses dancing in the street. Our convoy screeches to a halt, can't move forward without running over half the village. Can't back up because we're hemmed in by buildings on both sides. That's when the shooting started. But here's the thing nobody briefed us on. In Afghan culture, firing AK-47s into the air during weddings is traditional celebration, like throwing rice but with bullets. To us it sounded like a full-scale ambush. 30 guys in robes with assault rifles firing in every direction. My gunner immediately swung his 50 cal toward the crowd. Contact left, contact right, they're everywhere. I'm screaming into the radio for close air support when our interpreter starts laughing, actually laughing while bullets are flying overhead. No fight, he yells. Happy time, wedding party. Meanwhile, the groom approaches our lead vehicle, dressed in white robes, biggest smile you've ever seen, carrying what looks like an RPG launcher. Our squad leader nearly shot him before realizing it was a ceremonial hookah pipe. The guy wanted to invite us to the reception, so here we are stuck in the middle of a traditional Afghan wedding with 5 armored vehicles, 20 heavily armed Marines, and a schedule to keep. The village elder explains through our interpreter that blocking the wedding procession would bring terrible luck. They'd been planning this celebration for months. The bride's family traveled from 3 provinces away, but we can't abandon the convoy. Supplies are critical. Medical equipment, ammunition, food for 300 soldiers waiting at the FOB. That's when Staff Sergeant Williams had a brilliant idea. If we can't go around the wedding, we'll join it. For the next 2 hours, our convoy became part of the parade. Local men climbed on our vehicles, hanging banners and flowers from the gun turrets. Kids rode on our bumpers, laughing and waving flags. The whole procession moved toward the mosque at exactly the speed we needed to maintain our timeline. Perfect convoy escort, just not what anyone expected. During the ceremony, village leaders shared intelligence about Taliban movements in the area, warned us about fresh IED placements on our return route, information that saved lives. The bride's father, a former Afghan army officer, identified 3 insurgent spotters who'd been tracking our movements. Local police quietly arrested them during the celebration. By the time we reached the FOB, our simple supply run had turned into the most successful intelligence gathering operation of the month. Command was furious at first. You stopped a military convoy for a wedding? But when they saw the intelligence reports, the attitude changed quickly. The village became a reliable source of information for the next 2 years. They'd radio warnings about enemy activity, provide safe routes, even help with medical emergencies. All because we accidentally crashed their wedding and stayed for cake. The photos from that day are legendary. Marines in full battle gear dancing with Afghan villagers. Kids wearing our helmets. The groom posing with our squad holding his ceremonial sword. One picture shows me teaching the bride's little brother how to use night vision goggles while bullets are still flying overhead in celebration. 6 months later, that same village sheltered a downed helicopter crew for 3 days until rescue arrived. Fed them, protected them, risked their lives for American soldiers. The connection we made at that wedding saved those pilots. My deployment ended a year later. The village threw another celebration when we left. Same music, same dancing, same celebratory gunfire that nearly caused an international incident. This time, we knew what it meant, and we danced along.